Hey, what's going on, my musties? This is Jesus Nolan here, and I want to talk about a hot take. My hot take for this week of November, the week of Thanksgiving, is this: Wicked, the movie, is better than the musical. Now, a lot of people are going to be upset when I say this. Hear me out for a second, then you can flame me afterwards, right? So I watched Wicked, the musical, years ago at the Pantages here in Los Angeles, and I thought it was wonderful. I had a great time. It was great music, the swell, the emotional swell, the immersion of the theater, right, was amazing. So when the movie was announced, I was like, oh man, they're gonna ruin it. And I wasn't actually fond of Ariana Grande being cast because she doesn't have like a lot of experience when it comes to acting in big feature films. So I was very tepid about being excited about watching this film. Went to go watch it in IMAX, was amazing. And I came out of that film thinking, who needs a musical at this point anymore? Right? So here's my take. Here's my take. First of all, going to the theater is way cheaper than the theater, right? Especially for something like Wicked. Now, if you go support like indie stage shows, those cost like 20, 15, $30, and we should support those. We should support the theater, right? But if you go see The Lion King, Wicked, any of the big ones, it's going to cost you a whole lot more money. Our tickets, I think, cost like 150 to 200 each or something like that. And we were like in the second level. We weren't even close up to the stage. And that's my second thing, right? If you're going to see a wonderful musical like Wicked, you better pay the tickets to be up in the front, right? But when you're in a theater, you're just like, your seat really doesn't matter, right? Like it can matter a little bit if you have like a huge person in front of you or an annoying person next to you. But for the most part, the theater like is fair game for everybody as far as seating. Everything is fair and equal in the theater, right? But the theater, it does, to pay more, you get a better experience. So that's my second thing. And third thing is the camera, the lens, the cinematography, the medium of film provides better context, better involvement, and more immersion in the story and the world of Wicked, right? Now, there are examples where the film doesn't, or the camera doesn't actually lend itself to a better storytelling experience than the stage. So for instance, like Fences, right? I haven't seen the Fences stage play production, but I've seen clips of it online, and I've watched Fences with Denzel and Viola Davis, right? Great film. But I don't think the camera enhances the storytelling, to be honest. In fact, I think it might take away from it because you don't get the immersion of being right there with the actors live on stage. So that's an example. But for a big, bombastic, huge sets, huge songs, huge characters, characters that need a lot of extra effects work, to be honest, no better medium than film for that kind of story. And you could tell from the intro to the outro to the middle parts, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, to the final flight of Elphaba, it was just all amazing. And John Chu really cooked in the entire movie, and I ate it all up. And that's my controversial take, right? I'm not saying the musical is bad, but if I was talking to someone who had never seen the musical, didn't know anything about the story, I would tell them, skip the musical, go to the theater, go pay your $20 and watch this film. And watch it again if you don't understand it, because it's that good. It's that good of a movie. First of all, it's just a great movie altogether. And also, it enhances the story of Wicked. It enhances it. It brings you right into that world. It makes the world seem so much bigger and so much more huge. And it's not limited by the physical limitations of the stage. So that's my take on Wicked. I think it's great. And obviously, we wouldn't have the movie without the musical. But now, do we really need the musical? Okay, peace.